The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Niccolo Machiavelli, you are the ruler of your own mind. Your thoughts are your subjects, your impulses, your soldiers and your habits, the laws that govern your kingdom. Every moment you squander in distraction, every indulgence you permit, is a rebellion against your own sovereignty. The enemy is not the world outside, it is the weakness within. In the quiet before dawn, when the world still slumbers, the battlefield is set. The alarm clock rings, and with it, the first test of your resolve. Do you rise to claim the day, or do you surrender to the comfort of your bed? Each choice is a soldier in your army. Each act of discipline, a victory. The whispering enemy speaks in the language of excuses. It tells you that one more hour of sleep won't matter, that the morning can wait. But these are the tactics of a saboteur, eroding your strength, dulling your edge. To ignore them is to invite defeat. You must silence this enemy. Sharpen your focus as a blade is honed on a whetstone. The first victory begins before sunrise, in the quiet you often ignore. Rise with purpose. Command your thoughts and let the day unfold as a conquest. Remember, the battlefield is within. Win the morning, and you win the day. Win the day, and you win your life. Rise early, conquer the day. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Niccolo Machiavelli, your mind is a kingdom. You are its sovereign. But how many of you truly rule it? Or do you let it be overrun by chaos, doubt, and distraction? Every unchecked impulse is a rebellion. Every fleeting thought that goes unchallenged is a usurper on your throne. The enemy is not the world outside, it is the weakness within. Consider the first moment of your day. The alarm rings, and immediately the battle begins. Do you rise with purpose, or do you surrender to the comfort of your bed? That decision is not trivial. It is the first skirmish in the war for your dominance. The whispering enemy tells you, just 5 more minutes. But those 5 minutes are the enemy's first victory. They are the first crack in your armor, the first sign of weakness. To ignore them is to invite defeat. You must crown your thoughts. Choose deliberately which thoughts will rule you. The mind is a throne. Do not let it be a democracy of distractions. Command your attention as a king commands his court. Do not let envy, doubt, or fear sit at your table. They are traitors in disguise, plotting your downfall. Guard your mind as you would guard your kingdom. The sentinel of perception stands at the gates of your consciousness. Doubt, envy, fear, they are the spies of the enemy, seeking to infiltrate your defenses. You must not let them pass. When doubt whispers, question its motives. When envy arises, recognize it as a sign of your own potential. When fear strikes, face it with courage. These emotions are not your masters. They are your servants to be commanded or dismissed. Issue royal edicts of focus. Command your attention as a king commands his army. Every distraction is an enemy soldier. Every moment of lost focus is a breach in your walls. You must be vigilant. Your mind is your fortress. Do not let it be overrun by the enemy. When you focus, you fortify your kingdom. When you scatter your attention, you invite chaos. Remember, the battlefield is within. Win the morning, and you win the day. Win the day, and you win your life. Your mind is your throne. Rule it with discipline, guard it with vigilance, and command it with purpose. Crown your thoughts, and the kingdom is yours. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Niccolo Machiavelli, your mind is a kingdom, and you are its sole ruler. Every thought is a citizen, every impulse a soldier, every habit a law. If you allow chaos to seep through, Your fortress crumbles from within before the outside world ever tests you. Ordinary distractions, the pings of your phone, idle scrolling, fleeting desires, are no different than enemy scouts mapping your defenses. They are spies that weaken your walls while you pretend all is calm. The cost of ignoring them is high: wasted potential, eroded focus, and a life surrendered to indecision. Crown your thoughts. Decide which ideas are worthy of your throne and which are traitors to be expelled. Each unchecked impulse is a rebellion, threatening the stability of your inner empire. When envy whispers that someone else is ahead, do not let it take a seat at your council. When fear knocks at the gates, face it with the authority of a ruler who knows the value of his own power. Command your thoughts as you would command an army. Do not debate with insurgents. Execute your orders with precision. Be the sentinel of perception. Guard against mental intruders, doubt, distraction, and indecision. These are the spies of your inner enemies, moving silently, waiting for the moment you falter. When hesitation rises, strike first with clarity and action. When worry creeps in, crush it with disciplined focus. Let your mind become an impenetrable fortress where only strategy and purpose reside. The moment you allow even a single invader to linger, your power is compromised. Issue royal edicts of focus. Let each decision of attention be a command that cannot be ignored. Treat your hours as precious territories. Defend them with ruthless vigilance. Every action that diverts your energy is a siege on your sovereignty. Train your mind to resist temptation, to prioritize long-term conquest over short-term pleasure. The victories you gain in these internal battles compound, turning ordinary days into campaigns of dominance. Visualize the battlefield within. Rising each morning is the first charge, your attention the spear, your will the shield. Every completed task, every disciplined moment, every victory over a fleeting thought strengthens your kingdom. Every delay, every indulgence, every moment you allow chaos to spread weakens your rule. The war is relentless, but victory is absolute. Control your mind, and the world bends to your strategy. Lose control, and even the smallest opponent can topple your empire. Remember that mastery begins here. Every conqueror in history understood that before you can dominate the world, you must dominate yourself. Your mind is the throne upon which all victories are won or lost. Rule it with unwavering authority. Defend it with ruthless vigilance. Command it with unshakable focus. Crown your thoughts, and the kingdom is yours. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Niccolo Machiavelli. The first light of dawn is not gentle. It is a clarion call to arms. Every morning is a battlefield, and you are the commander of your own army. The sun rises, and with it comes the first clash of the day. Do you meet it with lethargy, surrendering to the comfort of your bed? Or do you strike first, claiming the territory of your time before the world dares to challenge you? This is the sunrise offensive. The moment you rise early, take control, and engage in the first victories of the day, you set the tempo for everything that follows. Laziness is a silent enemy that multiplies with every second you hesitate. Attack it before it gathers strength. Arm yourself with ritual. The morning is not simply hours to endure. It is an armory, a cache of weapons to strengthen the mind and body. Each deliberate action, from the way you make your bed to the precision of your hygiene, from the fuel you put into your body to the focus you carve into your first tasks, is a weapon honed for battle. Napoleon rose before the sun, inspecting his troops, setting his strategy, ensuring that every move was calculated. You must do the same. Your rituals are not mundane. They are exercises of discipline, forging resilience and sharpening the edge of your will. Each repetition compounds your strength, each habit a soldier loyal to your cause. Small victories in the early hours are the momentum of a conquering army. brushing your teeth with purpose, completing a single important task before breakfast, setting your intentions clearly. These may seem trivial, but they are the first conquests in a day that can spiral into dominance. Momentum is contagious. A morning claim decisively ripples through every action, every interaction, every decision you make. Conversely, surrender the morning, and you surrender the battle before it even begins. The world will not wait. Opportunities do not pause. Every hour you waste is territory lost to competitors, to distractions, to mediocrity. Visualize the battlefield, your bed, the mirror, the empty streets outside, all fronts demanding your attention, all testing your resolve. Move with precision. Strike with intention. The enemy of inertia and delay will seek any weakness, any hesitation. You must anticipate it, engage it, and overcome it before it can grow into something that can undo you. These first hours are not just preparation. They are decisive engagements that dictate the terms of your day. Win them, and the rest of the day bends to your command. Lose them, and you chase the day in retreat, always a step behind, always reacting, never leading. Remember, a morning conquered is a day dominated. A day dominated is a life mastered. Rise with authority, act with precision, and forge the momentum that will carry you through every challenge ahead. The battlefield exists, and it begins at sunrise. Meet it with courage, strategy, and unyielding discipline. Win the morning, conquer the day. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Niccolo Machiavelli. Silence is not surrender. Stillness is not weakness. In the chaos of the world where every noise demands your attention, the greatest warriors are those who move unseen, who strike when the moment is perfect, and who let their presence be felt long before their actions are noticed. Imagine the predator crouched in the shadows, muscles coiled, eyes fixed, waiting for the exact instant to pounce. That is the power of stillness. That is your weapon. Wrap yourself in meditative armor. Each moment of quiet, each pause, each deliberate breath is a shield against the onslaught of mental chaos. The world bombards you with messages, tasks, fears, and temptations. Left unchecked, they fragment your attention, scatter your focus, and leave you vulnerable. But stillness is a fortress. Retreat into it. Sit in silence, observe your thoughts without judgment. Let the noise of the world flow past you like water around stone. Every calm minute is a reinforcement of your inner citadel. Discipline in stillness transforms hesitation into precision, panic into strategy, and confusion into clarity. Strategic withdrawal is not defeat, it is preparation. Retreating into solitude is the battlefield where plans are forged, instincts are sharpened, and your mind readies itself for decisive action. The generals of history from Hannibal to Washington knew the power of the unseen maneuver. They withdrew from inferior positions, lured enemies into complacency, and struck with overwhelming force at the critical moment. You must do the same. Step back, gather intelligence, anticipate the battlefield, and let the world underestimate your power. While others rush blindly, you prepare with patience and intention. The invisible sword is the culmination of this practice. True power grows unseen, quietly, like the predator stalking its prey beneath the cover of night. Your movements, your decisions, your influence, let them remain hidden until the perfect strike. Every whisper of doubt from others is a signal that your presence is effective. By remaining silent, you create an aura of authority and unpredictability. People will underestimate you, and in that underestimation lies your advantage. While the crowd clatters with noise and empty action, your strength accumulates in silence, becoming unstoppable when released. Your mind, sharpened in stillness, becomes a weapon sharper than any blade. The ability to pause, to retreat and to strike with precision, turns every challenge into an opportunity for dominance. Each calm breath, each quiet moment of preparation, each unseen strategy compounds into decisive power. Ordinary individuals squander energy in chaos and distraction. You channel it. The battlefield is not only around you, it is within. And victory comes to those who master the stillness before the storm. Remember, silence is not absence, it is presence. Stillness is not hesitation, it is readiness. Your power does not need to be loud to be felt. Control your inner world and the external world bends to your command. Let every moment of quiet be a sharpening of your edge, a honing of your instincts, a preparation for the moment when you will strike with absolute authority. Stillness is the blade. Strike when the world sleeps. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. Niccolò Machiavelli. Victory is not achieved by goodwill or hesitation. It is claimed by the ruthless. To ascend, you must exercise every element that weakens your momentum. Distractions, toxic people, illusions of comfort, these are the weeds in your kingdom. Left unchecked, they strangle your potential, suffocate your focus, and invite enemies to breach your walls. There is no room for sentiment on the battlefield of self-mastery. Every weak link must be identified and purged with precision. Consider the great generals of history, Alexander, Caesar, and Napoleon, all cut loose what slowed them, shed the unnecessary, and moved forward with unrelenting force. You must do the same in your life. Purging the weak links is the first commandment of dominance. Examine your relationships, your habits, your commitments, which drains your energy without providing return. Which voices whisper doubt or stir complacency? Remove them. Do it decisively. Hesitation allows rot to spread. Every toxic connection left unchecked is a wound that festers. Every unnecessary distraction a foothold for chaos. By purging ruthlessly, you reclaim your territory, fortify your mind, and assert control over your domain. Selective engagement ensures your strength is not diluted. Allies are chosen carefully, their loyalty tested, their intentions aligned with your mission. Enemies are neutralized, not through chaos or blind retaliation, but through strategic, calculated action. Time and energy are finite. Each must be invested like a precious resource in the battles that truly matter. To waste effort on inconsequential conflicts is to fight 1,000 skirmishes and win none. Focus becomes your weapon, your shield, and your command. The no mercy principle governs every decision. In battle, hesitation is defeat. In life, delay in eliminating what weakens you guarantees the same. Every moment you allow toxicity, doubt, or distraction to persist is a surrender of power. Leaders of empires, warlords, and CEOs alike understand this truth. Decisive action is the currency of victory. Indecision is the slow poison that erodes potential. You must act swiftly, with absolute authority, and without remorse. The battlefield rewards the merciless and punishes the hesitant. Visualize your life as a strategic map. Each area overrun by distraction is a fortress that must be captured. Each negative influence is an enemy general plotting your fall. Engage decisively. Cut, neutralize, and redirect energy to where it builds strength. Your ascent depends not on accumulation, but on elimination, the removal of anything that slows your advance. Every cut strengthens your trajectory, every decisive act fortifies your will, and every cleared path allows momentum to surge forward. Remember, ruthlessness is not cruelty. It is strategy. It is the precision with which you remove obstacles that ensures survival, growth, and dominance. Delay is the enemy. Hesitation is the betrayal of your own potential. By eliminating what hinders you, You sharpen the sword of your will and clear the battlefield for conquest. Cut the dead weight, command the field. It is not titles that make a prince respected, but the manner in which he carries himself. Niccolò Machiavelli. Authority is not given, it is performed. The crown on your head is meaningless if your presence does not command the room, the battlefield, or the moment. To wield power effectively, you must project it with absolute clarity, convincing the world that your will is law. Silent domination is your first weapon. Speak less, move deliberately. Let your actions create a reverberation louder than any boast or claim. The crowd, your rivals, your peers, they will respect the one who moves with certainty, not the one who shouts for attention. The impenetrable facade shields both intent and weakness. Invisibility in motive is superiority in execution. Consider the great tacticians of history. Sun Tzu emphasized deception, Frederick the Great masked emotion, and Elizabeth I projected calm control even in chaos. The world reacts not to what you think or feel, but to what you allow it to perceive. Shape that perception with precision. Smile subtly, respond slowly. Let others chase conclusions while you remain untouchable. Every gesture, every pause, every measured word is part of a carefully constructed armor that conceals strategy and amplifies authority. The king's gaze is the final instrument of influence. Power is transmitted through presence. A single glance can command obedience, signal strategy, or intimidate rivals. Composure is contagious. When you hold your posture, calm your breath, and let your eyes communicate resolve, others instinctively align with your energy. The predator does not roar, it watches, calculates, and strikes. You are that predator. Let your gaze move through the room as a blade, sharp and exacting, slicing doubt from compliance without uttering a sound. Every eye that meets yours becomes a battlefield where your dominance is silently asserted. Authority is a performance, but it is grounded in preparation. Confidence without substance is empty, but confidence built on mastery is irresistible. The mask you wear is not deception. It is an extension of reality, projecting the mastery you have cultivated internally. The world mirrors the composure it observes. If you move with certainty, others follow. If you hesitate, they doubt. The cost of misalignment is immediate. Lost respect, lost influence, lost territory in both social and professional arenas. The reward of precision is unquestionable. Obedience, compliance, and the ability to shape outcomes before the first word is spoken. Visualize the battlefield of perception. Every interaction is a tactical maneuver. Your posture, voice, and gaze are weapons. Each pause is strategic. Every smile is calibrated. The mask is not meant to hide. It is meant to command. Let your presence dominate the space. Let your silence amplify your intent. Let every glance be a signal of unshakable power. Those who underestimate you will learn their error too late. Those who respect it will align, consciously or not, to your rhythm. Master the mask, and the world bends to your projection. Authority is earned through the subtle orchestration of presence, composure, and action. Forget the need for applause. Let power speak through you. The throne is not in your hand. It is in the way the world obeys your gaze. Project power, and the world obeys. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. Niccolò Machiavelli. Within you lies a warrior few dare to acknowledge, the inner assassin. This is the part of you that acts with precision, that executes difficult decisions without hesitation, that strikes where others falter in moral debate or doubt. History remembers the leaders who embraced this cold clarity: Caesar crossing the Rubicon, Napoleon cutting ties that slowed him, and Alexander eliminating obstacles before they became threats. Victory is not for the sentimental, it is for the decisive, the ruthless, the ones willing to do what others cannot. Target identification is the first commandment. You must see clearly what stands in your path. Every opportunity, every obstacle, every inefficient habit or toxic influence must be catalogued with brutal honesty. The battlefield is littered with those who attacked blindly, wasted resources, and faltered because they failed to understand the stakes. Know what must fall before you strike. Study it, isolate it, prepare the mind for action. The assassin does not stumble into conflict. They enter fully informed, every angle considered, every consequence anticipated. Precision execution transforms thought into power. Knowledge alone is useless without the ability to act swiftly and accurately. Decision is the assassin's enemy. Hesitation is the killer of potential. Each strike must be deliberate, each choice clear and uncompromising. Consider Sun Tzu's principle: victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. Plan your action with foresight, then commit without reservation. In life, as on the battlefield, lethality is measured in execution, not intent. Detach to conquer. Emotional entanglement clouds judgment, weakens resolve, and creates opportunities for error. The assassin isolates their mind, observing the battlefield with clarity, unburdened by sentiment. Difficult decisions, the firing of a team member, the ending of a habit, the confrontation of an uncomfortable truth, require the mind to weigh logic above comfort. Emotional detachment does not make you cruel, it makes you effective. It allows you to act decisively, to allocate resources strategically, and to strike with force where it matters most. The battlefield of life respects neither fear nor moral hesitation. Success demands clarity, focus, and calculated ruthlessness. Visualize your inner assassin as a shadow within you, always ready, always observing. Let it sharpen your awareness, strengthen your resolve, and command your actions. Every time you hesitate out of comfort, every moment you postpone a necessary strike, you allow chaos and inefficiency to grow. Every action you take decisively, every target you neutralize cleanly, strengthens your dominance and expands your control over your own life. Master this internal warrior, and external battles become inevitable victories. The world will challenge you, delay you, and attempt to sway you with distractions and emotions. You will succeed because the part of you that acts without hesitation, that strikes precisely and with full knowledge, will always outmaneuver the hesitant, the sentimental, and the weak. Let your inner assassin guide your hand, your mind, and your strategy. Strike with clarity, conquer without hesitation. Men rise by the strength of their instincts, not by the comfort of restraint. Niccolò Machiavelli. Within you lies a wolf, hungry and sharp, waiting for direction. This hunger is not weakness, it is a tool. Controlled hunger turns raw desire into focused ambition. Like a predator surveying the landscape, you conserve your energy, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Every longing, every drive, every restless impulse becomes a sharpened instrument. Do not suppress it. Do not waste it. Feed it with purpose. Let it grow only in service of mastery. Unbridled desire leads to chaos. Disciplined hunger fuels dominance. Aggression is your engine. It is the fire that drives execution, the surge that turns planning into conquest. History's greatest leaders, the generals who reshaped nations, the strategists who outmaneuvered entire armies, understood that controlled aggression is not reckless violence. It is a precise force applied at the right time. Channel your drive like a blade honed in shadow. Let it propel your actions, your decisions, your ambition. Every surge of energy is a strike in the war for supremacy. Every calculated burst a claim of territory in life's battlefield. Calculated risk is the predator's law. The wolf does not attack blindly. It watches, waits, and chooses moments where success is guaranteed. Patience is strength. Timing is lethal. To act without foresight is to bleed energy, to fail where mastery could prevail. Observe the terrain, anticipate resistance, strike when victory is assured, not when emotion dictates. Every patient moves compounds power. Every impulsive action sows loss. Feed the wolf, but do not let it devour reason. Let hunger sharpen you, aggression drive you, and patience protect you. Feed the wolf, strike with purpose, conquer with patience. Life is the chessboard, and every moment is a move. Niccolo Machiavelli. Every decision, every conversation, every step forward is a piece moved on the board. Life rewards those who see the pattern, anticipate the counter-move, and plan 3 steps ahead. Your opponents are everywhere: the world, the system, even your own distractions and doubts. To dominate, you must treat each interaction as strategy, every choice as a maneuver with consequences. Observe the board, understand the pieces, guard your king, your core self, while advancing your pawns of influence, relationships and actions. Anticipate opposition. Every challenger has motives, weaknesses, and blind spots. Study them, predict their moves. The grand masters of history, from Alexander to Eisenhower, built victory not on luck, but on foresight. The same principle applies in your life. Every engagement should consider the ripple effect. Every choice has consequences. Avoid impulsive moves that leave your position vulnerable. Master foresight, and you will turn life into a series of victories, not regrets. Control tempo. A rushed game is a lost game. Decide when to advance and when to hold back. Timing and positioning determine outcomes more than brute force ever could. Life rewards those who understand that patience multiplies power, sacrifice short-term gratification for long-term dominance. Every calculated move builds momentum. Every misstep invites loss. The chessboard is unforgiving. Mastery is earned through observation, anticipation, and strategic execution. Play the board, anticipate the moves, control the game. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Niccolo Machiavelli. Life is a chessboard, and every decision you make is a move with consequences. The world does not wait for hesitation, and opportunity does not knock twice. Every relationship, every interaction, every choice is a piece you advance, retreat, or sacrifice. To dominate, you must see the board clearly, anticipate the moves of others, and act with precision. The first lesson is the art of sacrifice. Pawns are expendable, but their value is not lost. It is leveraged. Some losses are necessary to secure greater victories. The discomfort of letting go of the trivial, the mundane, or the emotionally convenient is a calculated expense, a strategic concession that allows you to position yourself for ultimate gain. Study your opponents relentlessly. People are predictable when you understand their desires, fears, and weaknesses. Observe patterns. Notice the slight hesitation before words, the subtle tension in gestures. These are the tells that reveal strategy, the signs that indicate where the next threat will come from. Like a general surveying a battlefield, you must analyze the landscape of human behavior. Allies, competitors, casual observers, all have a place on your board. Do not act blindly. Do not underestimate the value of foresight. Anticipate every counter move, predict their reactions, and position yourself so that when the decisive moment comes, you strike with unerring clarity. Long-term strategy is the core of mastery. The checkmate is never immediate. Patience is a weapon as lethal as any sword. Every calculated step compounds power. Every forced error from an opponent builds advantage. Adaptability is key. The board changes, new players enter, and unforeseen variables arise. Flexibility in tactics paired with unwavering focus on the ultimate goal creates inevitability. Your plan must be resilient, your vision sharp, and your patience unyielding. Do not be swayed by minor skirmishes. Do not sacrifice the king for a fleeting pawn. Maintain perspective, and every move will draw you closer to absolute dominance. See the board, anticipate the moves, strike with inevitability. He who is brave is free. Seneca. Discipline is not a gift. It is forged, hammered in the heat of daily practice, and tempered by relentless consistency. Every morning you rise, every decision you execute with precision, every action that aligns with your purpose is another strike of the hammer on molten steel. This is the iron will ritual. Each act of self-mastery, no matter how small, compounds, waking before the world stirs, resisting temptation, completing what others abandon. These are not mere habits. They are weapons in the unseen war for your destiny. Daily forging transforms ordinary men into unbreakable warriors. Endurance is your crucible. Comfort is the cage of weakness. Discomfort is the arena where strength is proven. Embrace the cold, the hunger, the fatigue. Let them test you. Every moment of resistance against ease, every choice to endure when instinct cries for surrender, trains you for battles that cannot be predicted. Pain becomes a teacher, struggles a mentor. The mind that bends under hardship will never command its fate. The one who endures, who trains through discomfort, emerges untouchable, armed with a fortitude that no external force can penetrate. The core of your being is the fortress of your will. It is immutable, impervious to manipulation, unyielding to doubt. Enemies may whisper, chaos may rage, and the world may conspire, yet your inner strength remains. Rituals cement this core. The repeated acts of discipline, the deliberate confrontation with adversity, and the unwavering adherence to principle create a structure within you that is unshakable. This is where power resides, not in external accolades or fleeting influence, but in the quiet, resolute mastery of self. Forge your will, embrace the fire, become untouchable. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Machiavelli. To become untouchable is to transcend the ordinary. It is to forge yourself into a presence so formidable that the world instinctively bows before your authority. Every action, every choice, every ritual you have undertaken is now armor. You are no longer a participant in life's battles. You are the battlefield itself. Your aura alone deters attack. Hesitation spreads through the ranks of those who would oppose you. The weak falter, the ambitious hesitate, and the unprepared retreat before they even engage. This is the power of an invincible presence. Project it, and the world recalibrates around your dominance. Adaptability is your hidden edge. Like a predator stalking unseen through shifting terrain, you read the environment, anticipate moves, and alter tactics without hesitation. Rigidity is the flaw that destroys armies. Fluidity is the weapon that conquers them. Change your approach. Strike from unexpected angles, and let no weakness remain exposed. Observation is your compass, patience your engine, and decisive action your blade. Every move is calculated, every response strategic. The untouchable is never caught off guard, because the untouchable anticipates the storm before it forms. The throne is not given, it is seized, earned, and maintained through relentless mastery of self. All prior disciplines, mental sovereignty, ruthlessness, focus, calculated aggression, and disciplined ritual converge here. Victory is not measured by fleeting triumphs, but by sustained dominance. The untouchable secures their realm, not through intimidation alone, but through consistent execution, unshakable composure, and strategic foresight. Influence radiates from your presence, power flows from your discipline, and the world bends quietly to the authority you embody. You are invincible because you have become the architect of your own destiny. No attack is unanticipated, no temptation unresisted, no adversary underestimated. Your mind, body, and spirit operate as one lethal unit, harmonized for supremacy. Others fight for scraps. You dictate the battlefield. Others succumb to chaos. You thrive within it. Others hesitate. You act with clarity and precision. This is the apex of untouchable mastery, the culmination of every principle, every ritual, every sacrifice. Ascend, dominate, remain untouchable. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Machiavelli. The final form is not born from talent or luck. It is forged through relentless discipline, sharpened by every battle you have faced, every ritual you have endured, every moment you chose action over hesitation. Here mind, habits, instincts, and discipline no longer exist as separate tools. They fuse into a single, unstoppable force. You are the embodiment of strategy, the living convergence of power and precision. Your presence alone commands attention, your silence, a weapon. You move with the inevitability of a predator, yet the patience of a king. Every glance, every step, every choice resonates with authority, and the world senses it. Chaos is no longer an enemy, it is fuel. The storms that once threatened to destabilize you now sharpen your instincts, strengthen your resolve, and illuminate the path of dominance. Internal doubts are smelted into clarity, distractions crushed beneath the weight of your focus. Every challenge, be it a treacherous ally, a cunning adversary, or the tempest within your own mind, becomes a stepping stone toward absolute control. You harness turbulence like a general commands an army, turning unpredictability into opportunity. Nothing catches you off guard. Nothing unbalances your trajectory. You have become the apex of calculated power. Your mastery is not a fleeting victory, it is a living, breathing state. You are both the predator and the throne. The silent hunter whose strategy shapes the battlefield before the first move is even made, and the immovable king whose authority demands obedience without question. Your actions are decisive, your restraint measured, your presence inviolable. Small victories are no longer enough. You operate at the level where influence is instant, outcomes predetermined by foresight and preparation. Allies follow without coercion, adversaries hesitate without provocation, and the very air seems to bend in deference to your will. Every facet of your being is synchronized. Instincts guide strategy, discipline fuels instinct, clarity directs discipline. You no longer react, you anticipate, you do not simply survive, you dominate. Life's chessboard bends to your comprehension. Its pieces falling exactly where you intend. Your energy is contained, sharpened, released only in perfect alignment with opportunity. The hunger you once controlled now drives precision. The aggression you tempered now enforces results. The throne you occupy is not symbolic. It is the manifestation of every lesson learned, every trial endured, every sacrifice made. In this final form, hesitation is extinct. Compassion is calibrated. Ruthlessness is strategic. Silence is louder than any declaration. You have become untouchable because every weapon within you has been honed, every motion rehearsed, every decision executed with surgical accuracy. The world tests you constantly, yet each test merely reinforces the imperviousness of your state. There is no room for weakness. There is only the absolute convergence of all power into a singular, unyielding presence. Victory is no longer a goal. It is who you are. The predator in your instincts, the strategist in your mind, the king in your posture, they coexist, inseparable. You have transcended ordinary mastery. You do not chase dominion, you embody it. And those who oppose you feel it before they can strike. The battlefield exists wherever you walk, and every move you make is both declaration and execution. You are untouchable. You are inevitable. You are complete. Absolute control, silent supremacy, untouchable forever. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Machiavelli. The battlefield of life is endless, but mastery is not accidental. It is earned through relentless, calculated action. Each day is a war, and victory is claimed not in grand gestures, but in consistent, disciplined moves. Begin with your morning, sharpen your focus, strike decisively. Let every ritual, every habit, every choice fortify the fortress of your mind. Reinforce your victory mantra daily. Remind yourself who you are, what you command, and that nothing outside your control can shake your state. This is not repetition for comfort, it is repetition for supremacy. True power is not measured in applause or fleeting recognition. It is measured in legacy, in the invisible threads of influence you weave through actions, decisions, and silent authority. Allies remember your composure, enemies respect your precision, and time itself bends to those who master its flow. Build systems that outlast you, shape environments that respond to your strategy, and leave behind structures of dominance that persist long after the noise of the moment fades. Your legacy is not what you say, it is what endures. Speak little, act relentlessly. Let your results echo louder than words ever could. The silent conqueror moves unseen, yet unstoppable. While others chase attention, you consolidate power. While they react to chaos, you anticipate, adapt, and execute. Your life becomes proof of principle, a living testament to strategy, discipline, and calculated restraint. No brash declarations, no empty gestures, only mastery demonstrated in every decision, every outcome, every victory earned without hesitation. Every morning, reaffirm your sovereignty over yourself. Every evening, assess the terrain of your life, prune distractions, sharpen priorities. Leave weakness no foothold. Let courage guide you where fear tempts hesitation. Let patience dictate the moment of strike. This is the rhythm of the untouchable, silent, controlled, precise. Your authority grows quietly, invisibly, yet its impact is undeniable. Command your legacy. Build it with iron habits, sharpened instincts, and unbreakable resolve. Let every action resonate with intent. Let every decision strengthen your throne. Let the world witness a life executed with the precision of a general, the patience of a predator, and the composure of a king. Your time is now. Dominate the hours. Command your mind and leave a mark that cannot be erased. Act silently, conquer relentlessly, leave a legacy.